Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for, this is your February bonus reading. I almost forgot, as always. We're going to just do a general Celtic cross style spread here. You have the Page of Cups as your current general energies here. This looks like an opportunity that you should accept in your life. Definitely could be a work opportunity. Yes, the Page of Cups, can represent love. Could be an admirer, of course. But I kind of feel like this is just a big opportunity. I mean, Ten of Pentacles, and I always say the problem with the Ace of Pentacles is what I meant to say. But the problem with the Ace of Pentacles really is that it's just something that has potential. Damn, look at this reading, Capricorn, really good. But again, the Ace of Pentacles is just something that has potential. It's not, kind of like how far something goes or how successful you are in building whatever you're building here. It is determined by how much work that you put into it or how much you nurture it. It's not even, believe it or not, Capricorn. I know this because you are a Capricorn, right? Believe it or not, it's not really about the work either. It's kind of like more about how efficient you are in doing it anyway, just in general. And I think efficiency is like a key word for you over the next 20 years. The problem is that you had Pluto in Capricorn, but not only that, you also had Saturn in Capricorn back in starting back in 2016 or whatever it was. And yes, like Saturn is not in Capricorn anymore. Like people always love to remind me, Saturn's not in Capricorn. Don't care. It's like a planet, when it leaves a sign, it doesn't say like, oh, you're done working with this energy. You're learning the energy when a planet is in the sign. And then after it leaves, you need to continue to work with that energy. So, it's like, what I'm trying to get here is it's been like a bumpy road for you. And I think it's been challenging. So why is this a problem? Well, because it's like when you go through that, your brain is just like thinking, oh, everything is hard work, but really, I think the universe is being like, no, it's you did all the hard work. Now it's time for you to realize that things can be efficient, that things can, go a different way. It's almost like you strengthened your goat legs, on a very difficult mountain. Now you're at the top of the mountain, you're at the peak, and you need to realize that you can build things much easier, and it's not like easy, it's just more efficient. I do feel there could clearly be love here. So again, some of you could be focusing on love kind of like throughout this whole entire reading. Look at this, Four of Wands, Queen of Cups, Ten of Cups. I love the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups together. To me, that is like a significant connection. Ten of Pentacles, building, leaving a legacy, which that's a family, right? And Ten of Cups, happy home, happy family. So definitely could be attracting a person in your life. Could be a Libra. Could be a water sign. You have air here for sure. King of Swords. Could be any sign, general reading. You have the Ace of Pentacles. This is coming up as your crossing energy. The crossing energy can be what hurts you or helps you. I feel neither. I actually kind of feel like this is a neutral card in your reading. I feel that it is saying there is something, an opportunity coming in for you. You can work with it or not. So, I kind of feel the choice is yours with the Ace of Pentacles. I do feel, even though there is a lot of love here, I do feel this is like a financial opportunity. If you've been asking the universe for an idea, if you've been asking the universe for a job or, a business or whatever it is that could help you financially, I kind of feel like you are getting something that will help you financially. But, at the same time, I feel that this is something that you have to work on. So it's not going to just magically happen. Although you do have magic showing up here. You have the Magician showing up in the area of what your thoughts, this part of the Celtic cross is what's on your mind. And so I feel like you are thinking about manifesting something into your life. You actually have two really good manifestation cards in this diagonal. We go down the Six of Cups to the Justice card. Believe it or not, justice can represent manifestation, because justice is cause and effect is a big part of manifestation. Obviously, if you double down on good stuff in your life and you do more of it, then you're going to get more good stuff. So maybe it's not like magical manifestation, but it is manifestation. I also think that you are thinking about changes, because again, this is coming up in the area of your thoughts. So I just think that you are thinking about changes that you have made in your life. And but these are changes that you've made on yourself. And I feel like you're kind of in this place where you can absolutely reinvent yourself. It's almost like it's like now is your time to pop out into the world. I really feel now is your time to, it's like, I just have this like image of like Elton John in my head or something like that. But, I'm not saying you're going to be like super flamboyant or anything like that. But I feel like you've been working on your image. Maybe you've been thinking about how people see you or how you want to be in the world. And I kind of feel like you're bursting into the world with color. It's like I kind of get this feeling of, people noticing you more. And, maybe it's a subtle thing, but I feel like you have reinvented yourself just in general. You have the Ten of Pentacles in the area of your foundation. I really feel that you have the opportunity, let's put it that way, to be surprised by your finances over the next like few months even. But again, you're going to have to put in the work. So, Ten of Pentacles is kind of like a card of building and leaving a legacy. It's a card of having everything you want and desire in your life. But as I always like to say, this is something you work on forever. You don't just build and leave a legacy overnight. It's something that you leave a legacy, right, to the world. And how big it is up to you. And it doesn't even have to be big. So, it's up to you. Like I said, there's no judgment here. So, it can be as big or small as you want it. And the Ten of Pentacles is really a card of success. So I feel like your foundation, you have a very successful foundation, which I also feel is kind of just saying that you've done the work, you've trained yourself, you know what steps to take now in the world. You again, went through the hard stuff, and now it's kind of time to come out the other side and realize that it's time for you to be efficient, time for you to like enjoy life, right? You have the King of Swords in your past position here. And I would be careful of anyone who you haven't heard from in a while, is kind of what I'm getting here. You have this message of concern card, but not only that, you have this expectations card with this Six of Cups. I would be like, I get the feeling of someone putting you on ice. It doesn't even have to be love, although I do feel it could be like a person who like went and did their own thing and now they're coming back, and I would definitely be careful of that with the King of Swords energy. Because it's like now that you're doing well, or maybe they can sense that you're about to be doing very well. It's like now they want to show up. Now they want to be in your life. It's like, here's the other thing as well. It would be different if they left in the right way, right? And it would be different as well if like if the evidence wasn't clear. I kind of get the feeling that the evidence has always been clear on like exactly who you are, but I also get the feeling of a person who left you like painting a different picture in their head, like they made you out to be the bad person here or something like that. I feel like I've said this to you before, so at this point I just feel like I'm repeating myself, but again, they're showing up here. You have this message of concern card. I do feel like this person could be messaging you with their concerns. I feel like you were always there for this person, to help them with their concerns and their issues and, all this other stuff. But, they kind of like took it for granted or, whatever the case may be here. So, I feel like you have realized that you really only need to help yourself. Again, I probably told this story before, but I dealt with a person for years and, at the end, they basically said, they did something horrible and but whatever, it doesn't matter. But the fact of the matter is that, they treated me terribly, and then they had the balls to say, I always felt like you hated me, even though I was always there to help this person. And what I realized is when I learned the truth about this person is that the reason they felt that way is because they did things that I would have hated. I only realized it after, right? And so, it's like I get that. I'm not looking for sympathy here or anything. That's not why I'm telling the story. I'm telling the story because it's like I kind of get the same thing for you. It's like you were dealing with a person where it's like they made up all these stories in their head maybe about you. Maybe that's why they left. I feel like this is closure for some of you, by the way. So here you go. Here's your closure. It's like I feel like what happened is that they made up stories in their head because they did things and as a bad person, basically. There's no other way to say it, that whoever this person is, they're probably just a bad person, or they had a bad upbringing or whatever the case may be, and they did bad things. So they just automatically assume that people are a certain way. And again, I feel like the evidence was the opposite. So, there you go. I feel like this person expects to be able to just come right back into your life, but I feel like you're over it. I feel like you're moving forward. I also feel that this is saying that you have great expectations, and I feel that you are going to meet your expectations because it looks like you are putting in the work. I think one of the main rules of the universe or whatever is no expectations, right? Is you're not supposed to have expectations or anything like that. But again, I actually feel like the difference here is that these expectations, maybe you are aligning your expectations with the truth, and also you are aligning your expectations with your work. So, again, I'm not really worried about it. The other thing that stands out to me is this is number 28. And again, if you know anything about numerology, I'm not that big into numerology, but people who are born on 28s are always like super successful. Elon Musk is a 28. The list goes on and on about all the 28s. Again, I'm like, do I really believe in numerology and stuff? I don't know. There's always someone who breaks the rule, right? It's funny because I did a little research on numerology, and I found a bunch of successful companies and stuff like in people that are born on bad days. So is it true? I don't know, but it is interesting that it is a 28. You have the Six of Cups here. Again, the Six of Cups. The funny thing is I feel like this is what you're looking for. I know that everybody reads this as your ex coming back. I do not. Even if you read some old tarot books, like the book that comes with the Golden Tarot, the Cat Black version, it says do not go back to the past. It's a card of nostalgia, but I almost feel like you are looking for something that's more kind of lighthearted, carefree, and it doesn't mean that you don't care about the relationship. It just means that it's more lighthearted, more playful, more fun, more childlike, and also protected. These children are protected where they are. This is coming up in the area of your very near future. And so I feel like there's a lot of good stuff coming up for you. I feel like you're protecting your own happiness as well. You have the Six of Cups. You also have the Ten of Cups here. So I kind of feel, this could be a person that has expectations. I really feel that you're going to just not respond to this person, or you're going to totally move on. Probably not even worth talking about. And I really see you kind of being more focused on kind of like protecting your own happiness, creating more happiness in your life. You have this Justice card. Again, I feel like you end with this Judication card, which is crazy because multiple signs have had Justice and this Judication card in the end, which is crazy. But, again, I feel like you're more focused on cause and effect over the next few months. I really feel you're more paying attention to what's working, what's not working in all areas of your life. And, I always say with the Justice card that really, justice can represent justice, but I also feel that it's a card of just cause and effect. It just simply says, if you pay attention to what's working, what's not working, and you double down on the good stuff, then things will go very well for you. Things will improve. You will improve your life. And so, really, in a lot of ways, I kind of just feel like that you're just doing that. I do also feel some of you could be seeing a person get their karma here. Again, I always tell people, like, if you wish karma on a person, they're not going to get it. And, I think it's better to just like completely move on and forget about it, right, in the first place. So, that's what I'd say there. You have the Ten of Cups here coming up in the area of your closest relationships. I definitely feel you could be finding yourself being more social over the next few months and, having a good time, which is more important. I also feel like you are focusing on protecting your happiness and doing things that are happy. If you are looking for love, this looks amazing. Again, you have this Ten of Pentacles, and you end with the Four of Wands. So you could literally be meeting a person like this year that you will marry. So I think that you will probably meet them through socializing. Ten of Cups showing up in the area of your closest relationship. So this could be through friends, your community, anything like that. So I would be getting out in public to meet a person. You have the Queen of Cups in the area of your future feelings. Like, I feel like you're feeling more heart-based, which is great. I think everybody needs to move more towards their heart at this time. Like, if your heart is guiding you to do something, then I would go do it. You really can't go wrong when you do that. So, I would be following your heart at this time. I would also make sure that you're healing yourself, taking care of yourself, all that other good stuff with the Queen of Cups. You also have the Four of Wands here. Four of Wands is a card of marriage, so some of you could be... Sorry, I went to the wrong camera, but Four of Wands is a card of marriage, and it's also a card of freedom as well. But again, I do feel like some of you could be meeting someone you'll marry, but it's also a card of completion. Like, you're crossing through this portal in the middle here, and you are getting to the other side. So I feel for a lot of you that you are kind of like completing one thing and moving on to another. And this could be you, like I said, this is really a card of freedom. I believe we're in a time of freedom where we need to do more things that make us feel free, like we can express ourselves or, live the life we want to live or whatever. You have this Judication card. So I feel for a lot of you that you feel like you're getting justice from the universe. It is kind of almost like that's really all I get there. is that you feel like you're getting justice from the universe. Like I said, the years of hard work since Saturn, Capricorn, and Pluto and Aquarius. Pluto and Capricorn, and all that other stuff. I probably said Pluto and Aquarius at the beginning, didn't I? But whatever. So again, since Pluto was in Capricorn, and it's going to retrograde one more time back into Capricorn, but it is going to leave, luckily. With the Page of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is planting seeds. As I always say, it is a card of doubling down on the good stuff. Literally, if I were Capricorn, I basically am. This is all I do all day long. I double down on the good stuff. I do new experiments. I try new things. I plant new seeds. Whatever works, I double down on it. I get rid of the rest. Plain and simple. You have 2 sixes here. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I love 2 sixes. 2 sixes is definitely confirmation for your path. 2 sixes is kind of like says that you are definitely going in the right direction. And so I love it. There you go. Not much more to say there. With the Magician, you have the 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords can represent a separation or kind of like winning at all cost, walking away from things. So I would be careful of that, like especially if you have people in your energy that want to win at all cost. But I also feel this is like you taking some sort of risk. I think it's a great time again for you. I think the risk that you would be taking here is on the Ace of Pentacles, like having an idea, attracting an idea to do something financial, like change your job, get a new business going, whatever it is that you're doing. I would take the risk because I think it's going to be worth it. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Page of Swords here. Page of Swords is about curiosity and being curious. Saturn and Capricorn. If I were a Capricorn, and I basically am, all I would be focusing on for like the next 26 years, 27 years, whatever it is, before Saturn comes back to Capricorn, is I would be educating yourself as much as you possibly can. Again, learn one new thing a day. It is a superpower. It will make you successful. It will make you rich if you want to get rich. It will bring love into your life if you want love. It's all about educating yourself, but it's more important than that. You have to learn something and then put it into practice. And again, I just said this to someone else, but not saying this to brag because trust me, like I fell on my head when I was 10. I am not as intelligent as people think I am. And all I did was I just started learning one new thing every single day about YouTube and I applied it to my channel. I still do this every single day. So living proof, but I would like learn one new thing every single day about whatever your 10 of Pentacles is, whatever you want in life, and then put it into practice. Well, here you go. With that King of Swords, I told you, I would be very careful of this person here. You have 666 as well. This person might be the devil. So I really feel like this person really might have like done you dirty. I kind of feel like you already have some ideas about this as well. I kind of feel like you have ideas about this. You have some thoughts about this, especially if this person did you dirty. And I feel like you're right. It's like you don't necessarily need your intuition to be proven right here as well. It's like I think that it is just especially if you had intuitions about a person or whatever. This person could be coming in for like money or other issues as well, and I would just be really careful. With the Six of Cups, yes, you have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, it's possible that this person can't let go if you're dealing with this person, that they're still holding on to you. I kind of feel like you need to like use your head and your heart. I always say that Greg Braden always says that when your head and your heart become one, you can move mountains. And he has this pentacle over his head, this pentacle over his heart. So his head and his heart are in alignment. And I kind of feel like your head and your heart are in alignment. That's what you could be realizing. And so again, don't allow a past person to come in and like take advantage of that, especially if the evidence was always there. It's like how did you not see it? I am who I am, right? So I would be very careful of that. I would focus on your own stability, and I would protect yourself with this energy. Yeah, look at all these sixes. With the Justice card, you have the Six of Swords. Definitely moving forward here. It's like 6, 6, 6, 6. Six of Swords moving on to calmer shores, improvements. I kind of feel like this is how a person maybe left you as well. If this was a person, this woman and this child in this boat, they're completely moving on and they have nothing but the clothing on their back and they're completely moving forward to calmer shores. But the funny thing is like, I feel like maybe this person got left behind on the other side. It's like you're moving on to calmer shores. They're left behind. So, again, if this is a person, I would be careful of that. I feel like for most of you, your life is just improving in general. You're moving forward towards something that is going to bring like positive karma or justice into your life. Let's see. With the Ten of Cups, are you kidding? This is your justice right here. It could be like a solid relationship, So that could be your karma, is that you're getting into something where there is equal give and take, where there is justice. This could also be just you balancing your social life out. So you could be being more social, and I feel that will be good. Again, I kind of feel like you should play with your expectations. Like I said, great expectations. Like, that's a movie, right? I'm pretty sure. But, I was getting like great expectations on that expectations card. And also 28 was really standing out to me, which I don't even care about numbers. I failed math my whole entire life. I can't even see numbers, right, with my eyes. But, it's almost like this is saying you need to dream big, go for gold here. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Knight of Swords. I feel like someone's rushing in. I actually do feel that you could be attracting a person who might really find you very attractive. I kind of feel like you're attracting a person where it's like they are trying to hold back, but I think they're going to have a really hard time holding back. I think you both are, so definitely attracting a really solid connection if you want love. With the Four of Wands, you have the Tower. I feel like this will be a tower for a person. I feel that for some of you, this Tower is basically saying that for like maybe your past person, this Tower moment this will be a tower for them. I don't know. That's all I feel there. You have this cobweb. It says protected from negative forces beyond your control. Yes, you are protected. What's crazy to me is everybody gets stuff like this in every single reading that I've been doing. As I've said before, I really feel that over the next 10 years, by the time we get to the end of the 10 years, I think a lot of people are going to look back and let's call it 2033. So a little less than 10 years, like 9 years or whatever. Again, I can't do math. I think people are going to get to 2033 and they're going to look back and they're going to say, oh my God, all I did was worry about a bunch of stuff that didn't happen, or maybe could have happened but didn't, or whatever, and I didn't get anything done. That's why I really encourage people to focus on what you can do right now with your life and focus on what is right in front of you right now. And I think that's the best thing that we can do. So there you go. You have this wheel. It says indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. I wouldn't beat yourself up. It's kind of funny because intuitively, I feel like you're saying that you feel like you have been indecisive, but really you haven't. I feel like you've been, if you feel, let's pretend that you've been jumping from job to job to job, right? Or business to business to business, or idea to idea to idea, whatever it is. Doesn't have to be business. Could be any area of your life. I feel like the universe is saying no, you had to learn. Like I said, you had to learn what to do. Now you've learned, and now you're kind of you are on the right path. You have all these sixes, really good. You have this little Lily card. It says spiritual love. I definitely feel there could be a spiritual connection coming in for you, a much better connection for sure. You have this success card. We see a lot of success coming in for you, so definitely success. You have this March card and this crib. It says birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Again, everybody in 2024 had cards of pregnancy, so I'd be careful if you're not trying to get pregnant, but again, if you're building a business or trying to be successful, you could be launching something that is successful much, much faster than you think. But it's not really, again, I think this has been 20 years of hard work for you. As I always say, we're not really in a get rich quick time, right? We have all this energy in Taurus, and Taurus energy wants us to get rich slow. Is one foot in front of the other. But here's the thing, is that I think from the outside, it will look like a lot of people over the next 10 years or 20 years do get rich quick, but really it hasn't been quick. You have been learning for 20 years. You have been educating yourself for 20 years. So, you know what I mean? It's different. You've been putting in the training. It's not like you just came up with an idea without having to learn something and just became rich overnight. Again, I think on the outside, maybe it will look like you have become successful wherever the success is in your life very, very quickly. But I think that it really isn't. I think that it's because of what you went through. But pretty good reading here. Great expectations, like I said. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.